Magic tune right there by Leo Oscar. That's a jazz tune, Just Before the Rain. If you know good music, you definitely know the song. And for the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas who do not know about this, yes, that's jazz. It's by Leo Oscar called Just Before the Rain. It has no lyrics. You just listen to the tune, to the rhythm of the melody and vibe along. So yes, I hope you were enjoying that one. And I'm sorry for just cutting your vibe halfway. But we need to have important conversations that concern us right here in Nigeria. And so we're back again with another exciting, enlightening, educating, and interesting episode of The Recap right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Chioma Innocent. I'm occupying the seat of the host this evening, and sitting right across from me, I do have my analyst in the studios. I'll be introducing him to you very, very shortly, but he's the same person that has always appeared on these programs. And the recap takes place on Voice of the People 90.3 FM every Saturday from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. And today will be no exception. On the recap, we discuss and analyze issues that made the major headlines during the week. Right? And we don't just discuss these issues, we analyze them with a view to finding the lasting solutions. We're not just here to ramble and rant and talk for talking's sake. We are here to actually make sure that you understand the gravity of this issue. We're here to make you understand why you should be concerned about the things that happen in the Nigerian polity as a Nigerian. Okay, now as usual, I will be taking briefly I just want to let you know briefly the topics which we will be discussing this evening, right before I introduce you to my guest in the studios. Okay, first up, we'll be looking at I talked about this on Matters this week, and it was a really funny one. I got some of your reactions, but then it was one of the major headlines this week, and so we'll be talking about it on the recap today as well. All right, that is US and UK patients now seek medical care in Nigeria. This is according to the health minister. And TUC tells federal government, do not toll Nigeria's death trap roads. Then 2027, Labour Party endorses Obi's presidential bid, Oti roads viva for governor. And you're a liar. El-Rufai tells Nuhu Ribadu, says NSA is suffering from memory loss. And I think this is the most laughable of all. But who am I to judge? Everything worked well under my leadership, ex-President Buhari. Then it used for net talk this one. Everything worked well under my leadership. This is according to former President Muhammadu Buhari. Anyway, these are the issues we'll be discussing on the recap this evening. These and more, actually, not just this. At 5 p.m., the phone lines will be open so that we can get to hear from you as well. Remember, one Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. And so we definitely want to hear your voice. If we don't hear your voice, waiting we gain. And so today, as usual, by 5 p.m., the phone lines will be open. So you can send your message, and you can also call us up to be a part of the conversation. We definitely want to hear from you. My name is Chioma Innocent. At 5 p.m., I want to know your name and where you're listening to me from. But in the meantime, I have Mr. Peter Anosike, veteran journalist, political, social, national, and international affairs analyst. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy weekend.
Thank you for having me.
How's your Saturday been?
Well, the jazz tune added a lot of condor
to your day.
To my day.
Nice one. That's great. That's great. I'm happy we have that. All right. Let's talk about some of the issues that made the major headlines during the week, starting with one of the major issues plaguing Nigerians right now. As much as we continue to complain about the economy and how it's been, there is something else that seems to be much more outstanding, that seems to be a much bigger. This is not an elephant, like a behemoth, right, in the room, and we just cannot overlook it, and it's the issue of insecurity. Earlier this week, unfortunately the composing body of the abducted Anambra lawmaker, who was abducted on December 24, 2024, while reportedly on his way to his hometown for the Christmas celebrations, was found on the Second Niger Bridge. And then about 2 days ago, it was yesterday, we got the report that 9 people have been arrested over the killing of the Anambra lawmaker. It's crazy because when the decomposing body was found and then these people were arrested, that was when Nigerians learned that this man was killed about 2 days after he was abducted. Now, When I read this particular report on the day it happened that the decomposing body was discovered, the question I kept asking was if the state, a lawmaker in a state is not free of insecurity, what can the governor now tell the ordinary citizens who do not have SUVs worth millions, who do not have what it takes to actually employ the services of security outfits to follow them about? And while we're talking about that, we do have a video. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, that video will be coming up or probably already showing the people who were arrested and the people who actually abducted this lawmaker, who were arrested, and how they were paraded and, you know, just bound up and thrown in the back of a pickup. You can see that, and you can see that these are actually young boys. It's not just that. A nurse in the area, they reportedly withdrew about 100 million naira from his account. A nurse in the area reportedly helped them withdraw the money. They have native doctors making chants for them. These are young boys in Anambra State doing something like this to a lawmaker.
Well, for me, I don't. For me personally, the story I'm hearing did not add up. The story I am hearing did not add up. There are still unanswered questions. There are still gaps in the stories that I am hearing. One, we heard that this guy was kidnapped on the 22nd of December and was killed on the 24th. That's 2 days after, isn't it?
Yes, he was abducted on the 24th and reportedly killed on the 26th, but his body was not found until about 2 days ago.
So, this is today is February 8th, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And his body was found at the Niger Bridge, isn't it?
Yes.
And it was when his body was found that those who allegedly killed him that were arrested. So let us check from 26th of December to 26th of January. This is a vacuum. Where was that body from that 26th of January of December to when it was found? Where did they keep the body? So this is a question that we need to ask. Okay, is it when they now maybe they dumped all the body somewhere, and maybe 3 days ago decided that to bring it and keep it where people will now see it? For me, the stories did not add up. Even at that, I feel that House of Assembly members in Anambra State did not really do what they are supposed to do.
But about a week or two ago, they did raise an alarm over this, saying that they're not happy about the fact that it seems the state government and security agencies were not actually paying attention to this missing lawmaker.
A week ago, it should be February. Understand me? And this guy has been gone for more than 1 month. They didn't raise an alarm until a week ago. And after raising the alarm, the dead body just emerged from nowhere. So is it the alarm that they raised that now made the dead body to appear, and those that killed him to also be arrested? So for me, the story did not add up.
Wait, for you, the issue is the way he was found after everything happened.
After everything happened, almost 2 months. Understand me? Almost 2 months. And these people just raised the alarm just a week ago, and the dead body was now found. So which means if they had raised the alarm a week after the abduction, understand, maybe his dead body would not have been decomposing. So the issue is that the Anambra State House of Assembly did not do what they are supposed to do. Understand? That's number one. But on the overall, insecurity in Nigeria is not getting any better. It is getting worse. Insecurity in the country, with the scary news that I heard from Monday till yesterday, it's like Gaza and the West Bank has become more peaceful than Nigeria. Because every day you are hearing kidnapping, death in several parts of the country. To me, it seems that this week, that's open any news in the country today. Check 10 news stories, 9 are negative stories. 9 are negative stories. So for me, it has never been this bad. Even during the Biafran civil war, I doubt if it is this bad. And with this thing that is happening, there will never be development in this country. Because where there's no peace, there can never be development.
You're tuned into Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. One thing we will continue to do is to continue to call the attention of the federal government to these issues. Unfortunately, it happens that the political elite cannot actually relate. When they tell you that, oh, I understand what it means to be in your shoe, you cannot know where my shoe pinches if you're not wearing it right now.
Mary, Chioma, nobody can be in your shoe. Understand? Because pain cannot be imagined. If you
can only be felt.
If you are not going through pain, you cannot feel pain. Understand me? If you are not going through pain, you cannot feel pain. Just like a nurse that is putting iodine on an injury, is not feeling the same thing that with the person who has that injury. So pain cannot be imagined. When you are not feeling pain, when you are not in pain, you are not in pain. These people are not in pain. So telling you that they understand how you are feeling, they don't understand.
Well, we'll continue to call the attention of the federal government and let them know that it is their duty, at least one of their first duties, to actually protect the lives and properties of the Nigerian people. There can not be a king without a kingdom. Honestly, Nigerians will continue to lament as far as what they want is not happening. Anyway, we move on from that particular topic to other issues which we'll be talking about on the recap this evening, and that is you're a liar. El-Rufai tells Nuhu Ribadu, says the NSA is suffering from memory loss. Former governor of Kaduna State, Nasser El-Rufai, has waded into the raging controversy between the National Security Advisor, NSA, Nuhu Ribadu, and ex-commissioner in the Police Service Commission, Hajia Najatu Mohammed, saying the NSA lied that he never accused President Bola Tinubu of corruption during his time as EFCC chairman. He also accused the NSA of memory loss. Now, you recall that Hajia Mohammed had allegedly, in a TikTok video, listed President Tinubu, Senators George Akume, Oji Uzakalu, and some other former governors as those whom Ribadu described as a very corrupt governors when he was chairman of the EFCC. But through his lawyer, the NSA Nuhu Ribadu came out to demand a public apology and a retraction from Hajia Mohammed. Now, they wrote a letter to her saying the damage that has been done to the NSA is as a result of the TikTok video that was unquantifiable. But El-Rufai waded into the matter saying, Ribadu, you said this when you were EFCC governor. You said President Tinubu was corrupt. Don't come and change your mouth. Well, is it because he's working with this administration? That's why it seems that the NSA seems to have forgotten some of his utterances in the past. Is this as a result of old age, like some people have been
he has
crediting
not.
It to?
He has not. He's not suffering from any memory loss. He's having integrity problem, period. He is having this an issue of integrity. This is not manly enough. Understand me? I can make a statement today, understand? Maybe in 3 years' time, that or the statement did not go as I said it. I will never deny my statement. Understand me? So Rebadu made this statement on the floor of the Senate in 2006. He said these are the most corrupt governors in the country. Understand? And that they must never escape justice. He mentioned the Ojoza Kanu. He mentioned the George Akume, who was the governor of Benue State at that point in time. He mentioned Boname Tinubu, the Lagos State governor, and Ibrahim Shakarau, the governor of Kanu State. And then Kanu was having a battle with Tinubu. I mean with Obasanjo. They were not on the same page. Understand? And Rebadu want to curry the favor of the president. So he named the enemies of the president. Mind you, as the president and Tinubu as a governor, Obasanjo refused to pay local government allocation to Lagos State, and Tinubu went to court and won in 2004 when the Supreme Court said that federal government has no power to interfere in the local government allocations. So Tinubu and Obasanjo was not in good terms. Shakarau was in AMPP. Understand me? So what Rebadu did was to list the enemies of the president and label them as corrupt governors. So he is not suffering from any memory loss. He knew what he did. I was a journalist with the Sun newspaper at that point in time. And the journalists that covered the National Assembly then, all of them wrote these stories. The next day, it made front covers of all the national newspapers in the country. So this is not what anybody can cover or can hide.
If this is actually the old newspapers, is something you can always go into the library and then get it, right? So if it's out there in the public domain, why is he denying the statement and then also asking his lawyer to write to the Hajia?
He just wants to see if he can use intimidation or harassment on the woman because of his new position. But Hajia Mohammed 2 days ago said that she's standing by her words. That what she said is in the public domain. That she's not ready to offer any apology. And Nuhu Rebadu is not going to any court. Understand? If you want somebody to retract a statement or to issue an apology, you don't give a whole week. Understand me? You don't give a whole week. Giving a whole week shows that you are not serious. Understand me? So you give 24 hours marching order. I'm giving you 24 hours to apologize or to retract this statement, or you hear, or we meet in court. But giving a whole week shows that he just wants to use his new position to intimidate or harass the woman. But the truth is that Tinubu is no more thinking about that. That's the truth. Tinubu is no more thinking about what Rebadu
said or did not say.
Said in 2006. Because in 2011, Tinubu gave Rebadu AC, Action Congress, which is his own party, to run as a presidential candidate in 2011. So if Tinubu was thinking about that, he wouldn't have done that favor to Rebadu. Understand? Even though he gave him that platform and also betrayed him. Understand? Because in that 2011, Tinubu had a deal with Jonathan. And that was why Jonathan, PDP, won the presidential election in Lagos State. It was only Aribosanda that said, I'm not part of the deal. That was why Osun State was the only state that Oribadu won as a presidential candidate in 2011. So Tinubu is not worrying about it anymore. So Oribadu claiming that he didn't say it, he is not showing integrity. What he should have said, what he would have said is that I said it, but I'm now better informed. Understand me?
I don't think that way anymore.
Yes, I don't think that way anymore. Or my facts was wrong then. I am now better informed. Understand? Because denying a statement that you made does not make you a man. It doesn't show that you have integrity.
All right, then 26 minutes past 4 p.m. right here on the number one station that gives you a voice. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. My name is Chioma Innocent, and the voice you've been hearing belongs to Mr. Peter Anosike. He is the political analyst on the program this evening, and on the recap, we'll discuss and analyze issues that made major headlines during the week. And of course, we're talking about a number of these issues today. We cannot capture all of the issues, but we'll definitely bring some of the issues that we can capture here so that you can also get to be part of the conversation. We're streaming live on YouTube. Yes. All you need to do is head on over to YouTube and type into your search bar VOP 903 FM, VOP 903 FM, and you can watch us live and direct in case you want to put a face to the voice or you just want to see what our studio setup looks like. Yes, just head on over to YouTube, all right? We'll be heading on to our very next topic on the recap this evening, right? And that will be, it's quite funny because we have quite a number of topics, so we just need to run through all of them, okay? But I'm saving some topics for last. Let's talk about the Labour Party endorsing Obi's presidential bid and OT and Roads Viver for governor. Mr. Peter Anosike, what do you make of that? Recall that the Labour Party did say recently, not recently actually, that was like last year, when during the Obi and Abure debacle and what was going on with the national chairmanship of Abure, when he actually withdrew the automatic ticket that was given to Obi. So what part of the Labour Party, is this Abure's Labour Party that is endorsing Obi's presidential bid, Oti Roads Viver for governor, or there is another Labour Party within the Labour Party that we do not know about?
This is enemies at work.
Wait, is the enemies of the Labour Party that are endorsing him?
Yes, it is the enemies.
How so if he ran under the party?
It is the enemy. This is enemies at work. This is what they call Greek gift. Do you know who signed that statement? Arabambi of all people. It was Arabambi.
So wait, because Arabambi signed the statement is why you don't believe anything that he's saying?
No, so in your wildest imagination, they will tell you that
Arabambi endorsed
people to be, and you agree. Understand? So this is a Greek gift, and Obi's thoughts are higher than their own. So they are just deceiving themselves. They are just deceiving themselves. So those that endorsed to be in Labour Party to run as candidates are just APC agents. They don't want a coalition. This is the game here. They don't want a coalition. So they will feel that since Obi has gotten a presidential ticket, he will want to stay and run so that it will be easy for Tinubu in 2027. So it is a Greek gift. It is Satan. The gift is satanic. The gift is satanic. Why
do you political analysts seem to think that everything is geared towards 2027? Couldn't they be doing this in good faith? What if he actually realized that Obi is the man of the people and he's the man for the job?
No, endorsing him for presidential candidate, which year? Is there any other presidential election before 2027? So they endorsed
this endorsement is coming too soon. Is that why you are suspicious?
No. It's satanic. these people are working for APC. They don't want a coalition. So they just want the parties to go separately. Understand me? Tomorrow, you may hear that some people have endorsed the article. So this is just...
So when we get that information, if we get that information, we should not trust it.
It's not trust. It is also satanic. It is also satanic. So what they are doing now, we have given Obi ticket. Obi will want to run. Understand me? As a Labour Party presidential candidate, so that the votes will be divided again as it was divided in 2023. That is what they are working on. But as I said, P2B's ways are higher than their ways, and P2B's thoughts are also higher than their thoughts.
So you expect that, as you've said, this is a Greek gift, that he also recognizes that?
P2B knows, and every right-thinking Nigerian knows, that Arabambi Abata cannot endorse P2B in good faith. They can never endorse him in good faith. They are working for APC, trying to make sure that the coalition will not hold, so that the votes will be divided.
All right, then. It's 30 minutes before 5? It's 4:31 p.m. rather, on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This is the recap right here on Voice of the People. My name is Chima Innocent. You've been listening to Mr. Peter and Nosike. The recap is that program where we discuss and analyze the issues that made the major headlines during the week. We have a number of these issues to discuss, and that's why it seems like we're rushing through it because of our time, because I would really like to open the phone lines at 5 p.m. so that you can be a part of the conversation. I can see that some people who have the phone lines are already calling, but it's not yet time for us to take calls. We need to finish with the analysis segment so that we can actually get into the segment whereby you can call and we can take your calls and also your messages. When the time comes, I'll let you know the numbers to call and also the numbers where you can send a message to. Don't toll Nigeria's death trap roads. The TUC tells federal government. This is our next topic. Don't toll Nigeria's death trap roads. TUC tells federal government. The Trade Union Congress strongly opposed the federal government's plan to toll selected federal roads as a means of revenue generation. Now, the union also rejected any attempt to increase telecom tariffs, warning that such a move would further compound the economic hardship Nigerians are currently facing. The NLC, the TUC, and other affiliate unions did say they'll be going on a strike on February 4th. But on the evening of February 3, it was called off after a meeting with the federal government. There are certain people who feel that labor unions have lost their integrity, they've lost their path, and they are not working for the good of Nigerians. This is also one of those situations. And also, there is this thing I keep thinking about of how did we come to actually think that internally generated revenue is a way to actually show or a way to decipher that something is working as a means of revenue generation. All of this revenue we're generating, where's it going to?
Well, the issue of turning that's bad roads. It is just like government is bringing up the idea that when you pay tolls on those roads, they will now use it to maintain the roads. But this is just like a tenant paying rent to a landlord to go and build a house. Do you understand it? Now, I'm looking for an accommodation. I give a landlord money, go and build a house so that I will park in. But it doesn't work that way. What tolls are meant for is to maintain an already motorable road. So federal government must first of all put those rules in order before they can begin to ask for tolls. That's how it happens abroad. Even the one, the Neki Victoria and Neki, that's Aja Express, where there's a toll. The road was first of all built before people begin to pay tolls, and tolls are used for maintenance of roads. So an egg cannot come before a chicken. because it is the chicken that will lay the egg. So federal government should first of all put those rules in order before they will start building any toll gate. And when we talk about government improvising Nigerians, it is that same 60,000 that they are paying them, that they are going to be using that to pay these tolls. Understand me?
Every time they pass.
Every time.
So if you pass the roads 3 to 4 times in a day.
And motorists, commercial bus drivers are going to pass those tolls to the passengers, which means there's going to be increase in transport fare. And understand me? That's people who are already suffering, putting more punishment on them. That's why I keep on saying that this government has no human face. They have no soul. They have no conscience. They have no soul. They have no conscience. If they want tolls, let them first of all put those rules in order so that when people are paying tolls, it will be known that it will be used to maintain the roads. Because if I'm to pay tolls for a bad road, it means I want to give government money to build road, and I'm still paying tax to them. It doesn't make sense unless they want to kill me.
All right, then you are tuned into the recap right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. We do have quite a number of issues to discuss. The recap is that program where we discuss and analyze the issues that made major headlines during the week. And we're talking about one of those issues right now, okay? And we'll also be looking at other several different topics that we need to talk about. Don't toll Nigeria's death trap roads. TUC tells federal government. That is what we have just talked about. We've also looked at Yerelaya. Rufai tells Nuhu Ribadu, and then we've also looked at Labour Party endorsing Obi's presidential bid, OT, and roads viva for governor. Let's now talk about another pertinent issue. US and UK patients now seek medical care in Nigeria. This is according to the health minister. The federal government on Tuesday said that Nigeria is steadily being positioned as a growing hub for quality healthcare and is now even attracting patients not just from the West African sub-region, but also from countries as far as the United States and the United Kingdom. Now, the coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Patel, disclosed this while briefing State House correspondent at the end of the Federal Executive Council meeting presided over by President Tinubu at the presidential villa. He highlighted some key decisions aimed at bolstering Nigeria's healthcare system, talked about how MRI and CT scan machines have been bought for about 6 hospitals across the country. Maybe it's based on this. He's saying, no, because we bought MRI scan machine for these 6 hospitals. That's why people from the US and UK are now coming in. Do you know anyone from outside the country coming to Nigeria basically for healthcare, let's say medical tourism? I
know Barack Obama was discharged from Idi Araba 2 weeks ago.
Let's not give me some. Let's not spread misinformation.
Barack Obama was discharged from Idi Araba 2 weeks ago.
Let's not spread misinformation on radio.
And Kamala Harris is coming next week. Understand me? Even Lagos State University is expecting Donald Trump very soon. But mind you, Tinubu is in France now on what? Health case.
How are you sure about that?
Tinubu is in France now, understand me, on health issue.
We're told it was a private visit.
Sure. He is in France now on health issue. So they bought MRS or MRI, understand me, from which country? So another country will manufacture a machine. Then you now be going to a medical tourism to the people that are buying those machines. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? So this government, this party was founded on half-truths and propaganda, and they cannot change. Go to Idi Araba and see what is happening there. Go to Idi Araba and see what is and see what is happening there. Ask those who are into medical equipment business. They will tell you that Nigeria has no modern medical facilities, because I have them as friends, and we discuss. So these people, they think that Nigerians are fools. They don't. They cannot add one and one that to get two. The same minister now who said this, tomorrow, if we develop a headache, he will go. He will go to another country. So they cannot deceive anybody. What is the budget for the Ministry of Health? What is health? What are they doing in the Ministry of Health? Visit hospitals and see what is going on there. So for me, I used to wonder how Nigerians in public affairs think. And you go on public, you tell and lie, and when you go home and your son or daughter tell and lie, you begin to curse him or her. Why he or she is learning from you. Why he or she is learning from you. You think that what you are saying in public, that members of your family are not listening or watching. So you cannot. There's no way you can make a hungry man to feel good unless you give him food. There's no way you can make a hungry man to feel good unless you give him food. There's no talk. There's no motivation. There's no inspiration that can make a hungry man to feel good unless you give him food. So there's nothing that they can do there's no pep talk that will work in Nigeria unless we begin to feel that thing on the streets. Unless those things that they are saying in their air-conditioned offices, unless we begin to feel it on the street. Because my measurement of government is not World Bank, it's not IMF, it's not NTA, it's not Radio Nigeria, but Oyimbo market. Understand me? Dubai market. Sabongari, people on the street. That's how I measure what government is doing. And when I look at all these things, I know that government is not performing. It's not performing, and they don't even have the capacity to perform.
You know, the question I keep asking is, if the people who are meant to solve Nigeria's issues insist that there are no issues, how then will the problems be solved? Because the first step to solving any problem is identifying the fact that there is a problem, agreeing to the fact that there is a problem.
Accepting responsibility is the first step of solving any problem. Once you cannot admit that a problem exists, there will be no willingness to solve it. Once you cannot admit that a problem exists, there will be no willingness to solve it. So these people are kicking cans. Understand me? They are pushing responsibilities away. That's why our problems will always be here. That's why all the problems will always be here.
That's why our problems will always be here. You're tuned into the recap right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Chioma Innocent. And the recap is that program where we discuss and analyze issues that made the major headlines during the week. And of course, we're talking about some of these issues right now. We're streaming live on YouTube. All you need to do is head on over to YouTube and type into the search app VOP 903 FM, and you can get to be a part of this conversation. Okay, I just came across a particular report saying nobody should beg anyone to release me. I did not commit any crime. Nnamdi Kanu warns. Kanu's counsel, Aloy Ejimakor, disclosed this today in a statement. According to him, Kanu's warning followed appeals made by some Southeast leaders for his release. Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps, Benjamin Kalu, and other Southeast legislators have called on President Bola Tinubu to release the IPOB leader. Why is he saying nobody should beg anyone to release me? I didn't commit any crime. Should they watch him languish there?
No. what he said is right. Understand? Because because you can only beg if you commit offense. You cannot beg if you are innocent. Understand me? So begging release Nnamdi Kanu and pardon Nnamdi Kanu, you pardon criminals. You pardon criminals. Nnamdi Kanu's case is in the court. Understand? And if they have a strong evidence against him, they should jail him. And if they don't have any evidence against him, they should discharge and acquit him. So he shouldn't come out of detention based on sympathy. Understand me? Because he committed no offense. They shouldn't release him based on sympathy. Our people beg, your people beg. That's why we are releasing you. No.
You think that's what he's trying to avoid?
You cannot say I'm sorry when you did not commit anything. So for me, it is a right statement that he made. It is a right statement that he made. Understand me? His case is in the court. If court has a strong evidence against him, let them jail him, which I know that they don't have, because if they have, they will have given him long sentence many years ago.
So IPOB has taken the case to the Supreme Court. You recall that the appeal court recently affirmed the prescription of the separatist group. They've taken it to the Supreme Court. What are you expecting to come out of that?
Well, you don't allow your enemy to be the judge of your case. Understand me? Don't allow your enemy to be the decider of your fate. So this is what IPOP. This is a game that IPOP is pushing. Understand me? Because there's no way they can get justice in the Nigerian state.
Not even in the Supreme Court.
In the Nigerian state, which includes the Supreme Court. Understand me? But in the mind of the people, on this program, I have identified two different courts. Understand? The conventional court, which is the Nigerian state court, and the court of conscience, which is God's own court. In the court of conscience, in the court of justice, IPOB is not a terrorist organization. And therefore, me, they shouldn't go to Supreme Court. Understand me? They should not go to Supreme Court.
Why not?
Supreme Court Supreme Court cannot tell you who is your brother or your sister. Understand me? Or who is your friend. It is not their business. It is you. It is your mind that knows who is your brother, who is your sister, and who is your friend.
But this case is about national security. You know that.
They will not get justice in the Supreme Court because we don't have court of justice in Nigeria. What we have is a legal system. We don't have a justice system. And that's why what is happening is happening.
All right, then. You're listening to the recap right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Recall that we're streaming live on YouTube. All you need to do is head on over to YouTube and type into your search bar VOP 903 FM, and you can get to be a part of the conversation. 11 minutes before 5 p.m. right here on the #1 station that gives you a voice. We'll be taking our final topic for this evening. Okay, we've been able to fit everything we need to discuss into the past about 15 minutes, and I think that's really great, so that we can start taking your calls from 5 p.m. I want to make sure that we take as many calls as possible, because I know that we did treat a lot of issues this evening. Everything worked well under my leadership, ex-President Buhari. Former President Muhammadu Buhari has praised the handling of the economy and security during his administration between 2015 and 2023. The former Nigerian leader stated that Nigeria's economy and security improved significantly during his 8-year tenure. Buhari made the remarks on Wednesday while receiving Okay. Buhari made remarks on Wednesday while receiving members of the Katsina State Correspondents Chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists at his country home in Daura, Katsina State. The former president recalled the security and economic challenges his administration inherited from the previous PDP-led government. However, he said that his government's strategies successfully tackled the challenges, curbing terrorism and economic hardship. He says Nigeria's security and economy improved significantly under my administration compared to what we met in 2015. It's 2025 and we are still talking about the economy Buhari inherited in 2015. Buhari says that he did his best and that everything worked very well under his leadership. If it did, would we still be talking about 2025 and the economy that the PDP left to the APC in 2015?
Best, somebody doing his best, standard differs. Understand me? Standard differs. A student who sat for mathematics exam and scored 25 did his best. Sure.
So doing one's best is relative.
It's relative, understand? Standards are different. So Buhari, yes, did his best, but his best was a colossal failure. Buhari's best doesn't amount to what we call E in the university. What he called his best is not up to an E in the university. His best is failure. And his credentials were also failure. So what he's just trying to say that he was mocking Tinubu's administration.
You think so? Or he was just hyping himself up?
He was mocking Tinubu's administration. That economy and the security were well handled under him. Understand? Because now things have fallen haywire in the country. So and because people now are saying that that Buhari was a problem. That's what people in APC are now saying.
So he's trying to deflect and push the blame.
Yes, that it's not me. I did well. Understand me? Buhari did his best, but if I'm to quantify, if I'm to put his best, that's in percentage, I will put it less than 0, because the economic challenges, the insecurity challenges that Tinubu is facing now was inherited from the past administration. Understand me? The challenges that Tinubu is facing now started from his administration, but Tinubu contributed to it. Understand? By trying to be sycophantic. Understand? Instead of condemning the government that you succeeded, you say, I'm running with the policies and programs of the former president. Understand? I'm continuing from where the president stopped. Those that voted for you did not. Those that voted for Tinubu did not vote for him to continue from where Buhari stopped.
Are you sure about that? If they're voting for one APC candidate after another, is it not so that he can continue on the policies of the previous one?
You are running for an office to make a difference. If you are to continue, there's no need running for that office.
Buhari might as well have continued. Is that what you're saying? Sure, because if the person that is coming is going to do the same thing that Buhari is doing, why are you coming to the office? So, Tinubu inherited the administration of Buhari when the economy was in stage 4 cancer. And now?
No, when something has stage 4 cancer, you cannot cure it. And that's why no matter what Tinubu did, things will continue to get worse because the economy has lost immunity before Tinubu inherited it. Right now, Tinubu don't know what to do with it. So that's why he is doing a trial and error.
He doesn't know what to do with what labor and political analysts like yourself have called multiple taxation on all Nigerians. If he doesn't know what to do, he definitely knows about taxation.
He's trying to see if what will steer up the economy. But when
so multiple taxation can stir up the economy?
It cannot. I said he's trying to see what he can do to steer up the economy.
Maybe if we generate all of these monies, we can then pump it back into the provision of basic infrastructure for Nigerians.
I say the economy is suffering from stage 4 cancer. Understand me? It has lost immunity. So there's nothing that Tinubu government can do. Understand me? As long as things continue the way it is.
Wait, if you say that the problem started with Buhari and there's nothing President Tinubu can do, that is to say where we are today is not his fault.
It's not.
It's not
fault.
President Tinubu's fault.
He inherited a very sick patient, a patient that is suffering from cancer.
So if he cannot treat that patient to wellness, then it's not his fault.
Because the capacity is not there. Understand me? The foundation is not there. Understand? This man waste killed the economy. In 2014, go and check. Nigeria was the biggest economy in Africa, 2014. So saying that I know he did his best. He did his best. Somebody that ran 100 meters in 9 seconds did his best. Somebody that ran 100 meters in 1 hour also did his best. So Buhari indeed did his best. But his best is 0.
And for you, that's the unfortunate part. The fact that his best could not actually bring Nigerians out of the quagmire.
It cannot. It did not. It did not. So he is the problem that Tinubu is suffering now. Because if he has at least kept things the way that Jonathan kept it, Tinubu would not have been suffering what he is suffering at this point in time.
You're tuned into the recap right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. The recap is that program where we discuss and analyze the issues that made the major headlines during the week. Mr. Peter Anaske owns the voice that you have been hearing. He's the analyst in today's program, a political, social, national, international affairs analyst, as well as a veteran journalist. All right, we're discussing these issues so that you, Seth, go fish shook mouth. As a Nigerian, these issues affect you more than you know. I'll keep saying that following the 2023 elections, you must have realized by now that you have a great say in what happens in the country, starting with the kind of government that you actually vote for, starting with the person you vote for president, to your governors, to your local government chairman, LCDA chairman, and others, right? You must have realized by now that you have a great say in what happens in the country. And so if you do not go out to actually exercise your voting rights, some might say that you don't have a right to complain about what happens. But then again, we operate a majority system whereby the one who wins the majority votes becomes the president. Anyway, it's the recap. It's about time that we start to pick your calls, that I will tell you the numbers to call for you to be a part of the conversation. But before that, I'd like to give a great birthday shout out to a friend, a former colleague. He's been an amazing person. He's no longer with us right here on Voice of People 90.3 FM, but he used to be our audio engineer. I'm talking about Obashegzi, multi-talented singer and artist, graphics designer, and just multi-talented creative. It's so funny because this morning on our WhatsApp work group, it was actually general manager who posted that today is your former colleague's birthday, so don't forget to wish him. And that is just to show the kind of impact that he has made, that he's not been here for a number of months now, but we keep we keep keeping up with him because he's such an amazing person with an amazing personality. So, Obashegzi, this is for you. A very happy birthday to you, Shegun. God bless you. You were an amazing colleague, and we hope that you are doing absolutely fantastic where you are at the moment. We cannot wait to see you again, even though you're not with us here. But yes, we cannot wait to see you thrive. We cannot wait to see you grow. We cannot wait to see you glow and grow and blow. All right, so I hope you're having an amazing day today, Obashegzi. And yes, you can also wish him a happy birthday from where you're at. We just want you to know that we love you, we appreciate you, and we have not forgotten you, even though you're no longer with us physically right here, right now. The recap continues. It's 5 p.m. on the dot, that time where you can get to call us and be a part of the conversation. 0803 692 9933 0803 692 9933. That's the number to call to be a part of these conversation. And WhatsApp, it's 0817 175 6338 0817 175 6338. That's the number where you can send a message to on WhatsApp. Okay, you can also try the direct line 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. I can see that some people are already calling. But before we proceed, I'd like to quickly remind you of the issues that we have talked about this evening, right? I want to remind you of these issues so that when you are giving your suggestions, it will be in line with everything that we have discussed this evening, okay? First up, we looked at the issue of insecurity and the tragic occurrence of the Anambra lawmaker who was abducted on December 24 and whose decomposing remains were found. Fortunately, his alleged killers were also intercepted, and they will be cooling off their heels in jail for a very, very long time. We also look at you're a liar. El-Rufai tells Nuhu Ribadu, says the NSA is suffering from memory loss. Now, you recall that Hajia Naja'atu Mohammed had allegedly, in a TikTok video, said that Nuhu Ribadu listed President Tinubu, George Akume, Oji Uzokalu, and some other former governors as very corrupt governors when he was EFCC chairman. The NSA is saying he did not say so. El-Rufai came and waded into the issue and said, you said so. So we actually talked about that particular issue. Then we also looked at Labour Party endorses Obi's presidential bid, endorses OT and Rhodes Viver for governor. Then the TUC, that is the Trade Union Congress, telling the federal government, don't toll Nigeria's death trap roads. They're saying, look, these roads are not good enough. They're death traps. People are dying on these roads due to accidents. Tankers are falling because the roads are bad. And yet you're trying to put a toll gate on the road to collect money from road users. You shouldn't be doing that. That's what the TUC is saying to the federal government. And of course, US and UK patients now seek medical care in Nigeria. This was according to the health minister. And then finally, we looked at former President Muhammad Buhari saying everything worked well under my leadership, saying that yes, he did something significant for the country before he left. He says security and economy improved significantly under his administration compared to what he met in 2015. And he also said that things will continue to improve in Nigeria. That is showing confidence in this administration to actually make things improve and that things will be better. Anyway, these are the issues which we have discussed. Call me up on 0803 692 9933 0803 692 9933. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. On WhatsApp, it's 0817 175 6338. You can also try the direct call number 0700 903 903 903. We're streaming live on YouTube, VOP 903 FM on YouTube. Call me up. I definitely want to hear from you. Hello there. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Chioma, good evening.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Yeah, Bartex calling from Egbeda.
Welcome, Bartex. How are you doing today? Been a while.
I'm good. And you?
I'm great. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, Chioma, you can see you are past President Buhari.
Is it not your own president too?
When he was in office, everything was perfect, this and that, blah, blah, blah. The same man wasted Nigerian time for 8 good years. And he was saying that when he was in office, everything, what he met 2015 is this, blah, blah, blah. Look at how these people put Nigeria into this mess. And now he's praising Tinubu that everything is going to be okay, it's going to be all right. It's their story every day. They keep on telling Nigerians that everything will be okay. Imagine these people. Look at these people. This situation Nigerians are passing through now, is that how when PDP was in power, is that how we are living life? And they are saying that, look at the lie that they are lying to you, that some American indigene and UK's indigene, they are coming to Nigeria to receive medical treatment. These people, it's because that we just keep quiet. That's why they are doing all those things. How many American, how many UK people will come to Nigeria to come and seek for medical treatment? Which equipment Nigeria have? Are there not these people that are manufacturing the equipment? So they will come to Nigeria to come and receive medical treatment. These people, they are deceiving themselves. They are not deceiving Nigerians. Thank you, Chioma. Have a very nice day.
Thank you so much for your call. I do appreciate it. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. That's the number to call to be a part of the conversation. Guess what? You can call me on WhatsApp. 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. Hello there. Turn down the volume of your radio set. All right. Give me a call back. I definitely want to hear from you. Before you call me, turn down the volume on your radio set. You cannot be trying to hear me and be hearing yourself at the same time. It really doesn't work. It's not smooth, like at all. All right. Hello there. Welcome to the recap. All right. Give me a call back. I definitely want to hear from you. Hello there. Welcome to the recap, and thank you for calling. Good evening.
Yes, madam.
Your name and location, please. I did. How are you doing? What's your name and location, please?
Thank you. You know.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Colin. Calling from Arizona.
Thank you for calling.
The problem in Nigeria we are facing is started in 1914.
1914?
Yes, when we were forcefully amalgamated without conscience, without our conscience. Look, it's like a woman and a man organized marriage for them without their conscience. You like this man, they didn't have the woman. You like this gentle lady, they didn't have the man. They just forcefully married them together. The hand is, if they are not able to divorce, they'll be fighting on daily basis. And that's not Nigeria. We are forcefully amalgamated. We are not united. After the Civil War, things explode like bomb. Since 1973 up to date now, tribalism is a problem.
But how do we solve it moving forward? And on the issues which we have discussed today, how do we move forward and solve this issue? Hello, Mr. Caller, are you there? Oh dear. All right, give me a call back. I definitely want to hear from you. 0700-903-903-903 or 0803-692-9933.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Hello, Chairman.
I can hear you. Good evening. What's your name and location, please? Hey, wait, it didn't happen. Hello? Oh my goodness. I can hear myself in the background. Turn down the volume on your radio set. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's your name and location, please?
Hello, Chairman.
I can hear you.
Well, I'm not hearing you, but let me continue. Mr. Nnamdi, good evening. I start this way. You remember the time they are campaigning, the APC government is campaigning, when they were campaigning, the Mr. President came out, he said, look, if they remove fuel subsidy, that Nigeria is going to look like London, that is going to bring the heaven down to earth. So what are we seeing now? This regime, what are we seeing now? We're not seeing anything than problem, corruption, everyday corruption. Now, if you go, people don't go to hospital again. Choma, you can't believe when I traveled 3 weeks ago. Choma, people were dying left and right. People were dying. I'm telling you, left and right. I went to burial ceremony up to 20 people in my village. You can't believe this I'm saying. Because they don't go to hospital again because the cost of medicines are very, very high. Very, very high. And this man is saying, don't worry, be patient. In short, this APC government is a propagandist. They are pure propagandists.
Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call. 0803-692-9933. Hello, thank you for holding on. Good evening. Can you hear me? Hello, Kolo. Hello, are you there? I don't think he knows that I've actually raised the fader. All right. Hello, are you there? Hello. All right. You're gonna have to give me a call back 0803-692-9933. Hello. Welcome to the recap. How you doing? Hello. Welcome to the recap. Good evening. What's going on? I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you at all. And I think this is Zerinadi. Hello. Can you hear me?
Good evening, Chama Innocent.
Hi, how you doing, Zerinadi? Good evening.
Hello?
I can hear you. Good evening.
Hello, Chama Innocent.
I can hear you, Zerinadi. Good evening.
What is happening?
Oh, I don't know what is happening. Write me a message, okay? Write me a message. I do not know what is happening. 0803-692-9933. Hello, welcome to the recap. Good evening. Hello, are you there? All right, give me a call back. I definitely want to hear from you. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. Hello there. Welcome to the recap. How you doing? Welcome to the recap.
Hello,
Good
can
evening.
you hear me?
I can hear you. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
What is happening?
I don't know what is happening.
Hello?
Oh my goodness. Write me a message. You know what? Just write me a message on WhatsApp. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Hello?
Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
What's your name and location, please?
My name is Babu. I'm Babu.
Welcome, Babu.
Yeah, I was the one that talked to Mr. Peter Nosike about the bakery in the afternoon.
Okay.
Myself and my sister, my sibling. That is just by the wayside.
Okay.
You see, Nigeria, we are very soft and weak. If we are not soft and weak, something that happened in Sri Lanka could have happened in Nigeria. It will happen in Nigeria. Nigeria has not started suffering. We have not started eating from the dustbin. Nigerians have never started dying. This is just the starting point.
Even with what we are seeing at this moment.
The starting point. Even what we are seeing at this moment is just elementary school practice. We have not got up to the secondary school. We've not got up to the university. It is when we start getting the PhD from university, the Nigerians will now stand up to wage war. Because this is just the starting point. People are begging in the street. People are garbaging.
What do you mean? What do you mean wage war, Mr. Babu? What do you mean wage war? If you're talking about holding the government accountable, aren't we already doing that?
We have not started. Do you know what happened in Sri Lanka? You know what happened in Sri Lanka? If you don't know what happened in Sri Lanka, Google it and you see what happened in Sri Lanka. This is just primary school practice we are practicing in Nigeria. We've not started our suffering at all.
Thank you so much for your call, Babu. 0803-692-9933. Hello there. Welcome to the recap. Turn down the volume on your radio set. Turn down the volume on your radio set, please.
Obviously, you can hear me now.
Yes, I can hear you now. Good evening.
Chama, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm great. How are you doing?
Hope you're doing great.
I'm well, thank you.
Mr. Peter Nosike, you know I like to hear his voice.
Good evening.
Can hear you.
Good evening.
Good. My name is Jova Choma. I want to always hear his voice. Even if it's part of my time, I don't mind.
Oh, yeah,
Mr.
now.
Peter Nosike and
60
Choma.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, if you like, let it be 2 seconds. Choma,
oh, yeah,
no problem.
your talk, quick.
Choma, propaganda is a tool of communication used to inform a people. APC understood propaganda, but the thing is that there are 3 types of propaganda: the white, the gray, and the black. They have started with the black propaganda right from when they wanted to chase Jonathan out of the office. And up till now that they are in government, they are still using black propaganda. What am I talking about? That Nigeria now, people are coming from America to use our hospital. People can find out what black propaganda means. That is why Mr. Peter Nosike said Donald Trump is coming in next week. And I also want them to know that the King of England is coming into Nigeria as well for health services.
Please don't spread misinformation.
Our president is in France, Choma, as we speak, on a private visit. Doing what? A president does not have private life again now. If he's going on the private visit, did he go with his own personal jet or with Nigerian jet? If it's a private visit, he will not go with our jet. He will go with a private jet. So please, APC should stop using black propaganda. It's no longer working. Nigerians are very much aware now that these things are not truth. Are they happy that Nigerians are dying on a daily basis? And they go outside to seek medical help. Let me quickly talk about Ribadu and what's it called? The former governor of Kaduna State. Choma, anytime you bargain with the devil, you will always lose. Today, the National Security Advisor is enjoying this government. I know one day he will not be in government again.
Thank you so much.
You see that El-Rufai was taken to Chatham House to defend Tinubu that time. They asked Tinubu question that he said El-Rufai will answer and all of that. But they left him, OT law, during this government. So he's now against this government. They have not started.
Thank you, Joval. Thank you so much for your call. I do appreciate it. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. I want to hear from you, so call me up, okay? On WhatsApp, it's 0817-175-6338. 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. You can also try to call the direct line 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. Try either of those lines and you will get through to us right here in the studios. This is the recap right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, this program where we discuss and analyze issues that made major headlines during the week. Hello, welcome to the recap. Good evening.
I can't hear you, not listening. Well, Tommy, let me go. I know, can hear me. Well, this thing is concerning Buhari. Let me just touch that thing. I wish we can get the kind of journalist that this journalist in Iraq. I don't know if I can't remember the name. The guy that told this thing when he saw that Bush was lying, he pulled off his shoes and told it to us. So that anytime these people want to lie, like this, I'm talking of this Buhari and the health service, and I don't know if it's the head minister. They will know that somebody will attack them. This guy put.
This is so terrible. I don't know what's going on. We've never had it this bad before. Anytime someone calls on YouTube, on WhatsApp rather, 0803-692-9933. Hello. You don't turn down the volume on your radio set and you keep calling me. Please turn down the volume on your radio set. This is the third time I'm picking your call and I keep hearing myself in the background. Please turn down the volume on your radio set before calling, please. We cannot have a smooth conversation like this. Hello? Hello? I can hear you. Good evening.
Hello?
Give me a call back. 0803-692-9933. Hello? Welcome to the recap. How are you doing today? 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. Call me up. I want to hear from you. Please now. If you're in a noisy location, try and move away from the location. If it's too noisy and you can't move away, send a WhatsApp message. If you're beside your radio set, move away from the radio set or turn it off. Please now. Welcome to the recap.
He's saying that foreigners, Americans, the Westerners are coming to Nigeria for treatment. They can only come here for one reason. Because in the West, to be treated for kidney, they have to line up until it gets to them. But in Nigeria here, they can take advantage of people because of the poverty situation. The people that are suffering, here to sell their kidneys. And even at times, they force some people. Somebody came on air on Nkami Jude's program to say that in Zone 2 in Ikeja here, that they will just take criminals, people that they put in, even people that they raid on the street. They just kill them anyhow. The ones that they need the kidney, they will just use nylon to suffocate them to death and take their kidney. Maybe that is why you see foreigners coming. That is the only reason that can make all these white people to come to Nigeria. If not for that, nobody will come to a bad country like Nigeria to seek health issue.
Nigeria is not a bad country, please. All right, we just do not have the right kind of leadership. But I do not agree that Nigeria is a bad country. Welcome to Recap. Good evening. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. Immediately you start dialing the numbers. All right. Even if you don't know whether we'll pick or not, just turn down the volume of your radio set, okay? Please, I beg, make you no cause quarrel. Welcome to the recap. Good evening. What's your name?
Hello, good evening. My name is Peter. I'm calling from Ojo.
Welcome, Peter.
Yeah. In terms of kidnap, my suggestion anybody they catch into kidnap, they should execute the person immediately. This will stop. Without this cannot stop. And the one people that are coming here, they are coming for kidney harvest, not treatment. That is true.
Do you know anyone who did that? Do you have a personal experience?
But they are doing investigate, you know the truth. They are coming for kidney harvest, not treatment. You know, we don't have hospital here. The lot of people they are coming. If they investigate, you know the truth. Thank you.
Now, wow, 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. Hello there, welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Hello.
Good evening, what's your name and location, please?
Hello.
Give me a call back. Hi, hello? Hello, what's your name and location, please?
You know why Oyibo will come to Nigeria?
Hello, are you there? Hello? All right, give me a call back. I definitely want to hear from you. 0700 903 903 903 or 0803 692 9933 or WhatsApp 0817 175 6338. Hello, welcome to the recap. Hello, are you there? Welcome to the recap. All right, give me a call back. I definitely want to hear from you. 0803 692 9933. Turn down the volume of your radio sets, please, now.
Hello, Chama.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, Chama.
I can hear you. Good evening.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. People who are calling and not reducing the volumes of their radio set, and then the ones who are calling and cannot hear me, and then the ones who are calling from noisy places. It's really frustrating. But regardless, the show must go on. 22 minutes past 5 p.m. right here on the number one station that gives you a voice. My name is Chioma Innocent. What is your name and your location, please? Hello? Now, wow, no be smart, no. Are you listening to two radio stations at the same time? Just write a message, okay? Please just write a message and I'll read your message, all right? Just write it, please, and thank you. 0803 692 9933. Hello, welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Shama, how are you doing?
I'm great. What's your name and location, please?
What up, Mr. CK?
He's fine, thank you.
Yeah, Joe from Bariga.
Welcome, Joe.
Shama, I just spoke this, Mr. President. I always comment about this. Mr. President is wasting our money. He's traveling every week. Every week he's traveling outside. I don't know how much we are spending for his traveling. Each travel, whenever he travels once. Do you know how much dollar that is going to go with him? Extra coats each night. Do you know how much dollar he was wasted? Each night he's spending in a hotel. Do you know how much? He's just wasting almost government. Taxing us to waste the money. Taxing everybody to waste the money. What is actually happening in Nigeria? I've said it time with that number. I said, let us, if we want to die, let us die. Others will remain to eat the presence of this government. Let us pursue this government to the whole education so that others will remain and enjoy it. And you say, oh, they will kill us, they will kill us, they will kill us. And this things can continue like that. And he has seen our weak point. Now he has seen our weak point. He can tax up left and right. And people are dying here and there, left and right. People are dying. I do not understand this APC propaganda. I do not understand them. When they are telling them the right thing, they think we are attacking the government. We are not attacking the government. Mr. President, give us good governance. Mr. President, give us good governance. I've said it three times with that number. When you feel we are weak, God is watching. God.
Hello, Joe, are you there? Hello, Joe from Bariga, are you there? All right, then, give me a call back. I definitely want to hear from you. 0803 692 9933, 0803 692 9933, or 0700 903 903 903. With either of these numbers, you'll be reaching us directly in the studios. Hello? Hello? Hello, are you there? Welcome to the recap. Good evening. All right, make sure you're ready before you give me a call, okay? 0803 692 9933. Hello?
Shuma.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Ola from Suzeri.
Welcome,
Thank
Ola.
you very
Thank
much.
you so much for calling. I really
Mr.
appreciate
President
your
is not
call.
wasting our money.
Yes.
Mr. President is doing the bid of the Nigeria.
Hello, Ola. Are you there? What is going on? Oh my
The
goodness.
network, I don't know what is happening.
I'm so sorry, Zeri Nadi.
Today. But that's I don't know if it is this in the hand of government, because they know that this is where people have their voice.
No. This is just network situation.
There's no problem. Well, Choma, on the journalists, just pray by the grace of God, we'll get these people that will just say no, enough is enough.
Hello, Zeri Nadi, are you there?
Nigeria. Oh God.
I think he's as frustrated as I am about the network situation. Sometimes that's what happens when we have people calling from far distance on WhatsApp, and I really don't know why. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Mr. Madi calling from Ejibo.
Welcome, Mr. Madi. Thank you so much for calling.
I wanted to say it this way. Since 1914 anyway, like the other man said, Nigeria was built in seeking sound, and it can never stand. But it is not a crime anyway. But we're supposed to understand ourselves. And since we don't want to understand ourselves, it's better for everybody to go on the separate roads. Because you can't put oil and water at the same time. You see them separated. Everything we are doing in Nigeria is just like that. Because we see ourselves, not one. Look at the way Buhari did his own. Look at the way Tinubu is doing his own. I don't know another person that is coming. You see these politicians in Nigeria, they think they are God. How can you've never seen the next day, and you are planning something that of 2-3 days to come, and the way you are planning it for evil, the evil will follow them by the grace of God. Watch it from 2027 by the grace of God. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you for your call. Hello there. Welcome.
Every day, before you go to a Nigeria headline, you must see that they kill people. Here, you don't even this. What is this called? The police commissioner, IG of police, will not just tell him to leave. The chief of army staff, all of them, people will protest, and they said they'll shut the country down. That is how things work. Because Nigeria, you see, every time they just are like if it's normal now. This thing like the one that happened in Bonny. The governor said the people should not retaliate. I said, what nonsense. Every time you see people killing, and somebody will just come and look. Oh God, my dear. You see, let me, because of the time, and I don't know.
All right. We will try and further the network situation. Okay, 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. We do have quite a number of issues to discuss. It's 28 minutes past 5 p.m. Coming up, and let's discuss these issues. This is the recap. What's your name and location, please?
Hello.
Hi. What's your name and location, please?
Hello. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. My name is Kende Ogubanwo. I'm calling from Ketu.
Welcome, Kende Ogubanwo. Thank you for calling.
Yeah. Actually, what I say about white men people coming to Nigeria, I think it's a confidential part that the government knows about it, and most of the prisoners, I think they use them as some other people are saying earlier. And
you agree with that? You know, you can't just say a statement without any facts, okay? Or just jump on the bandwagon and say because people are saying it.
See, Nigerians are more wiser than all these confidential secrets or all these things they said on. It is what the government wants you to know that you people know. There you get. But based on that, I would just say we should leave that aside. But this, Mr. President, that we're talking about, the regime of APC has never helped Nigerians right from their starting. Look at Buhari era. They kept on telling us next level and everything. People are dying every day, and there's no source of anything. And they kept on giving us stories that they will look at fraud now. Look at cost of living; it's increasing every day, and people are so tired of living. Some people died every day. There was a day I was going to the island. People died on the streets. People died on the road. Just somewhat we got stolen on the road, and it was the government that we still now came to pack them. You see, I think these governments won't change until maybe the things get out of hand. Because masses cannot afford the cost of living. but the way they put it, and they eat anything they like with their family every day. So that's what I just said I should throw in so that I think I will be relieved now.
Thank you so much for calling, Kendi. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, keep listening to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This is the recap. It's exactly 5:30 right here on the number one station that gives you a voice. We're still taking your calls and your messages right here on the recap. Hello there. Welcome to the conversation. Good evening.
Hello, Choma. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the conversation. Thank you for calling.
Yes, my name is Chike. I'm calling from Apapa.
Welcome, Chike.
Yes. For the Anambra lawmaker that was killed, I believe, in my own opinion, that that man's death is not far from the Anambra State House of Assembly. Between Anambra State House of Assembly to the Anambra State Government House, the person who sent that message is not far from those two places. The people that the police arrested are just foot soldiers. Because if they are just an ordinary criminals that are looking for money, they will not collect that man's money and kill him at the same time. It is because the person who sent them want that man dead. And that is why they killed him and collected his money. So police need to do thorough investigation and get to know the detail of that man's death, because it's quite unfortunate one. And for Buhari saying that his government is better than Tinubu, Choma,
he didn't say so, actually. What he said is that his government is actually better than that of the PDP. He built on what was obtainable when he came in after the PDP administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan.
Okay, Choma, you know that it is very, very difficult to differentiate between failure and failure. But in my wisdom, I would differentiate between the two failures. Buhari, what happened is that Buhari is a disaster that has never happened in Nigeria history. And by the time Tinubu finishes his first tenure, 2027, he's going to be a destruction that has never occurred in this country.
Okay, you can't say that. Say that.
And Choma, why
his reforms are still ongoing, though?
No, okay. Let me finally. Why is it that any information that comes from the public, you, the media, will tell us that you don't have proof, you will not say this. But the government official will tell us lie and news. You guys will carry it and start spreading the news all over the place.
Now, wow,
why is it so?
Bullets.
Is it not injustice against us?
Now, wow, straight bullets. Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call. I appreciate it. Okay, so this particular network provider has just sent a message. This particular network provider whose network has been really horrible since yesterday just sent a message saying, we sincerely apologize for the challenges experienced with internet services yesterday in parts of Lagos. It's been resolved and services are fully restored. Now for no restore, we can just leave them there. Imagine trying to use the data that you paid for and you cannot use it. It's terrible. And we're talking about increasing tariffs by 50%. Is it with this abysmal service? We're unable to take WhatsApp calls today because of this same network situation. It's just bad. Please, if people want to increase tariff, make sure you are giving us impeccable service. That's the end of my rant. Welcome to the recap. Give me a call back, 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. Hello there. Welcome to the recap. Good evening. Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Emeka from Wike.
Welcome, Emeka.
Yeah, please, what I want to say is this. The problem of Nigeria is not APC, PDP, or the politician. The problem of Nigeria is just like somebody who went for apprenticeship. He has not finished learning what he's supposed to learn. And they tell you got to settle that he has learned finished. That's the problem between Nigeria and Britain. We are not finished our apprentice and tell the organ to settle us. So when your guy said to you, when you have a job again, if you call your guy to come and teach you what you have to do, that's the problem of Nigeria. Nothing else again. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. The problem of Nigeria is like that of an apprentice that has not finished learning work. Mr. Peter Anoske, it's kind of like times when, as a lady, you go to the hair salon and then because this person opened, they literally opened the business. You believe that they know what they are doing. Only for you to sit there and they are just doing whatever they like on your hair. Do you agree with this person that I think he's basically saying that Nigeria was not ripe for independence as at the time we gained it? Is that a session that you agree with?
We got independence more than 60 years ago. Is a 60-year-old man a baby?
Mm.
So a 60-year-old man is not a baby. So we're not supposed to be talking about the colonial masters at this point and age.
Thank you so much for your analysis. I'm seeing some comments on YouTube that I don't really understand. Kika Ijewere says, if you can speak English, please speak Pidgin is acceptable. Is it me you're telling you I'll be another person? Now wow, shots fired. What did they happen? What did I do? Huh? What's going on? Okay. John Bernard he says on YouTube, we're taking your messages now. Buhari is supposed to be in jail if Tinubu is really serious in fighting corruption. I don't blame Buhari when he sees his successor as a disaster. What do you expect from him? Faith Albert says, please arrest who needs to be arrested. This country has suffered. Buruhuku says, good evening, Choma and Anosike. Okay, Timothy Ade says Tinubu is doing his best. He can sustain the government better than Obi. Abamieda says, may Nigeria not happen to you, the presenter. Stop valuing your job to innocent citizens' life. Stop being anti-Biafra. I thought your name is Abamieda. Some of you, Emeka Wike says, Choma, is a known fact that the Nigerian government had agreement with some international agencies. No. I have the video interview where one doctor was amongst the panelists narrating about it. Okay, Kenneth, good evening, my people. Nigeria is not a country, it's a British company. I'm so happy God Almighty has already... What is going on with all of this talk of disaster and destruction? The Nigerian government should release Nnamdi Kanu. John Oguagamba says, I want to know if Buhari has divorced his wife and children. What do you want to do with that information? Abamieda said, Choma will be against you shutting Nigeria down. I mean, of course... Nigeria is my country, it's your country, whether you like it or not. Innocent Okosisi says, not releasing Nnamdi Kanu is our country better, still doing old things, always comparing Nigeria with America, but we cannot do the right thing. All right, then. I can see your messages on WhatsApp or as well. Do keep them coming, okay? We'll take a few more calls and then call it today right here on the program so that I can take all of your messages on WhatsApp. 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. That is the number to call to be a part of this conversation. My name is Chioma Innocent. What is your name and where are you calling me from? Welcome to the recap. Good evening. Hello? All right, gonna have to give me a call back. Good evening. Welcome to the recap. What's your name and location, please?
Hello?
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
My name is Bright.
Welcome, Bright.
I'm from Lagos.
Thank you so much for calling. Hello, Bright, are you there? Bright, did you just call to tell me that your name is Bright? 0803-692-9933. Hello. Welcome to the recap. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
My name is Favor.
Welcome, Favor. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much. This is my first time.
I'm grateful to have you here.
Thank you. I want to talk about the Anambra State lawmaker.
Okay.
The government is hiding so many things about this man's death. Let us analyze. You said this man was abducted on the 24th. Maybe killed on the 26th, right? And they just got the corpse just decomposing after a month and almost 2 months now. Where have they kept the corpse all this while? They are now, is it now that they raised the alarm that this man is missing? And they are now picking up people randomly to tell us that they are working. They've arrested the murderers or something like that. Secondly, we want the government to tell us how many Oyibo people have visited our hospitals in Nigeria as we do visit them. Because so many times they tell us this lawmaker died in London hospital, the other lawmaker died in Italy, an Italian hospital. How many people are coming to Nigeria? Is it Nigeria that we don't have enough equipment to treat the citizens? This is where Oyibo people will come. They should stop deceiving us. They should stop. And they have learned that Nigerians, we are all cowards. Nobody wants to die. Everybody is afraid. Nobody wants to die. APC government has seen that we are all cowards. And once they give them stipends, they will keep quiet. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your call. I really appreciate this. Keep listening to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. So whenever anyone talks about how Nigerians are not ready for the change that they say they are, like they say they are, or that people are afraid to die, must there be deaths in a change of leadership or a change in mindset, or for things to change, the people have to die?
What did the Bible say about the kingdom of God?
Heaven. Suffered violence.
Sure. And only violent people take it by force. Somebody talked about what happened in Sri Lanka. They chased their lawmakers, their president, out of the government house. All the politicians in their country were on the run. So Nigerians, we are still enjoying. Because if rice sells at 150,000 naira a bag, Nigeria will still go and buy. So the suffering has not started.
Even with what we are seeing at this moment, it's quite scary when you say the suffering has not started, because what could be worse than this?
I say it had not started. Because they say that a man who is already down fears no fall. Nigerians are not yet down.
Now, wow, if we come down past this one, how you can take B? All right, then it's time for me to start taking your messages on WhatsApp. I do get a lot of accusations and allegations saying, Chama, you wait till the last moment before you take messages. You will not be rushing. This is not how to do things. Because they try, they pardon me, okay? Let's take your messages on WhatsApp, 0817-175-6338. Unfortunately, I cannot take any more calls at this moment. If you have an opinion you still want to air, then just send it on WhatsApp, okay? 0817-175-6338. It's 18 minutes before 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. or before 6 p.m. rather, I'll be exiting the studios, all right? So do send your message ASAP. I definitely want to hear from you. Starting from YouTube, Kenny Martin says it was a country. Favor Star Ministry says all past leaders that brought Nigeria to this bad state today should be jailed ASAP. Ojebeke says it takes Donald Trump, a foreigner, to bring judgment to Nigerians. Aru Mary. I think I understand this one. Cyprian Ukudi says, Chama, you're my crush. Close your eyes. All right, we're heading on over to WhatsApp. I'll be starting from the very first messages that we received. Good afternoon, Chama Innocent and Mr. Peter Anosuke. Without mincing words, the insecurity situation in the country is alarming and has never been seen. In various towns in Delta State in less than 8 days, people have been kidnapped. It was so in every part of the country. Government keeps silent. It does not excite anyone hearing Nigerian news. I agree with you on this one, Chima from Sulere. It does not excite anyone hearing Nigerian news, not even the person who's reading the news. Okay, I don't think this message is for me. A message to Nigerian politicians. Remember, one day is inevitable. It is a day that will bring about a significant shift in your life. One day, you retire from active politics and transition into a private life. Another individual will occupy your seat and assume your responsibilities. In light of this reality, I offer these words of wisdom. Take life easy. Do good. Shun evil. Live in peace with everyone. Love your neighbor as yourself. Remember that one day will surely come. And when it does, may you reap the rewards of your actions. Abidin from Bagada. Good evening, VOP crew. No, we're not talking about this today. But I'm just going to take your message from down. There is no sector made for the well-being of the people that is functioning in Nigeria. It is unfortunate. God bless you, Mr. Peter Anosuke, for your instructive clarification. Correct, from Bariga. Your name is correct. I think I like that. Wilfred from Sulere says the Minister of Health and the ex-president should be arrested and jailed for life for making that reasonable statement. What's happen? These are the kinds of leaders who form committees just to drink tea. Their brains need to be evaluated, checked, and re-evaluated properly because they are obviously suffering from inability to think properly. You write all these things finished. Because everybody finished, you don't write your name. Okay, you write them. Wilfred from Sulere. Wilfred, just take it easy. Take it easy, okay? Take it easy. They need brain transplant. Their mentality, perception, orientation, and mindset is miserably, hopelessly, pointlessly, cluelessly, aimlessly, extremely, strikingly, wretchedly poor. Take it easy, Wilfred from Sulere, okay? Take it easy. Chama, read my message in full. Like Adebantu said, loyalty for this government is cash and carry. Objection na mortuary. Okay. Senate led by Akpabio is anything goes. He was put there by a president, so all that he said he would do. Also, senators have been compromised with 160 million naira SUVs from the budgets that will benefit them. It's a national cake. They will pass it, no checks and balancing. Remember, they even said on his mandate they shall stand. For your health minister and all other ministers of this government, all they have learned from their organ on top is eye service and hypocrisy. 24 hours after his statement, Tinubu went to France on health grounds. They can't give what they don't have. It's a shame the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country. Dyer from Lagos. Killing a lawmaker with all the security apparatus in place shows how long the country has degenerated to. How low, rather, the country has degenerated to in terms of security. Again, Nuhu Ribadu should be a man and stand by his words. There's no need denying what statement he's made a few years ago. It's a shame. Peter Anoske, my brother and colleague, I enjoy and support all you're saying. I'm ashamed of the future we are living for our generation. Comrade Chuks Iwelumo from Egbeda. Okay, good evening, VOP. Why will Nigeria rulers cease to blame the past rulers? I've seen a company that was collapsing, but when a new chief executive is appointed, things will be turned around. That's a great point. But the Nigeria case is the opposite. Someone will ask for people vote and say he's able to do. On getting there, things will get worse. When we Nigerians learn their lesson, God will take control. Regionalization is the way forward. Let every region control their resources. Elder Isaac from Idimu. UK and USA announcing medical care in Nigeria by Minister for Health. This is indeed a laughable statement. Please, which of the hospitals in Nigeria did the foreigners attend? I hope it isn't the foreigners that are already living in Nigeria for years. These politicians should know we are no longer illiterate and kids anymore. We are watching and the planet is listening. Comrade Abraham, good evening, our dear daddy Anosike, how are you doing? I didn't know you have like adopted children. Say Sister Chioma. Okay, you're our daddy. And you have adopted me too. Thank you. If Obi is wise enough, he should not listen to Abide. He's a snitch. Who are you talking about? Arabambi? Who are the media correspondents still giving Buhari audience? That's the former president. I will give him audience. In this country, does a failure ever admit he's a failure? The government should just get itself out and allow, in capital letters, the best of us to rule the rest of us. I stop here. Have a lovely weekend. Happy birthday to one of us you mentioned. I wish him long life and prosperity. Grandma Maggie Odibo from Oshodi. Thank you so much, Grandma, and happy weekend to you. God will judge us all. Good evening, Mr. Noske and Sister Chema. This is Chi Emeziem from Ijesha Tedo. Buhari is a shameless for coming out to alter such statements, yet he's walking freely. You need to see the level of hardship people who voted this government into power are going through. Every now and then, you see them picking up and gathering empty plastic to sell it. Chai. God will judge us all. Chemezem from Ijesha Tedo. Good evening, Chema, Innocent and Misanoski. Labour Party endorsing Obi is a game plan of APC government and obedient are wiser and steps ahead of them. Why are we blaming the APC for everything? Foreign nationals coming for treatment in Nigerian hospitals. Let's see Tinubu, Shatima, Akpabio, Ali Patai and co. receiving treatment in Nigerian hospital. Buhari, who was used as a typical example of failure by a London lecturer, is mocking Tinubu on economy and security. Shows Tinubu's failure is super hyper and yet to be defined. Ribadu is ashamed of working with one of the most corrupt former governor, according to him. Tinubu bought him and Festus Keyamo with appointment to keep the evidence that's with them away from opposition camp. Francis from Command Road, Ikbaja. Okay, Jibril. What are we talking about here? John from Ijaniki, Nuhu Ribadu is shameless. That's why he has failed woefully. Arabambi endorsing Obi for president is joke of the century. Minister of Health saying foreigners are now coming to Nigeria is a joke. Somebody just jet out to France for treatment in the name of private visit. In the midst of war, Benjamin Netanyahu did his surgery in Jerusalem. APC running the country on propaganda. Buhari saying there was security and economic improvement during his government is a complete joke. He needs to be silent for now. So when do you want him to start talking? John from Ijaniki. All right, Biola from Isolo says, truly, foreigners are actually coming for treatment in Nigeria. You can go and find out. However, there are reasons they are coming, and it has nothing to do with the improved health sector, basically because of long queues and costs. We do know that foreigners are coming. We're not denying that foreigners are not coming. But the thing is, the health minister claimed that it is due to the improvement in our health infrastructure, and that's what many of you Nigerians are trying to disprove. Foreigners from America and UK coming to Nigeria for medical treatment as lied by the Minister of Health should not be a shocker to anyone. After all, Keyamo once said that soon Nigeria will start to build aircraft. APC is the worst political party in Africa, peopled by the most devious mortals. I'm not surprised at their endless lies. After all, that's what brought them to power. Feel in Okota. Thank you so much. Shama And Mr. Noske, it's fallacy to say people are strangled and organs harvested for transplant. Our laws here are more relaxed. People may give consent for organ donation for monetary gains. Correct your audience. Good program. Simisola from Isolo, Lagos. Thank you so much, Simisola. My name is Comrade Tuesday. We don't have government. I mean, people voted for Tinubu. Auntie Babo, Mr. Babo, your alleged brother said after your alleged demise, his kids will inherit your property and not your own kids. Please take action now. I don't seek a choice of words saying the endorsement of Obi by Araban be satanic. Does the devil have his own local government secretariat where his agents give out Greek gifts? Come and answer the question they're asking you. I wouldn't be surprised. Just like I said, the news throughout the week has been filled with so many unfortunate incidents. The past week was even worse. To Buhari, the Syria failure, praising himself, nodding his head like a lizard that fell off of a tree. What do you expect? Would the monkey look at the mirror and call himself ugly? I like this line. Buhari, a man from an education deficient state. People should be taking it easy. Ran aground and killed the Nigerian economy. Why Tinubu dug the grave and taxed it for dying? TIY. TIY, you're writing from. Good evening. I'm really enjoying your program. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the program. Are they telling us that because they have bought CT and MRI equipment, the health sector has invariably been fixed? CT and MRI are diagnostic tools. Diagnosis is just one department in the health sector. Has this claim reduced the infant and maternity mortality rate? Has it raised our access to healthcare ranking? By the way, MRI and CT are not the newest diagnostic tools. Positron emission tomography, PET, is more advanced than CT and MRI. How many of PET have they purchased? Marcel, where are you writing me from? Thank you, Chema Innocent, for the opportunity. Only that network is not laughing these days. On Buhari, let him keep up. The insecurity, all service chiefs should step down. Nnamdi Kanu, please, nobody should beg for his freedom. He committed no crime. A Minister of Health statement. I don't know who this man in APC think about us. Funny enough, Tinubu is in France for private health issue. What a country. May God help the Nigerians to remember that power belongs to them. Have a blessed weekend. Have a blessed weekend to you as well. Zarin Nadi. All right, Daya from Lagos. I have already taken your message. I will not be taking this next one. Okay, please. Okay. Yes, I think that's all. That's all. I can't take any more message from WhatsApp right here, except you send one right about now in about a minute or two before I'll be able to take it. But yes, we're giving our concluding thought right here on the recap. We do have some more messages on YouTube. Where Ojebeke says, where are the general overseers in Nigeria? They should come and prophesy. Ezenwane Obaxi. Hi, Ezenwane. Ojebeke says, save Nigeria by Tunde Bakari. Where is he? Nigeria needs to be saved now. God is not judging anybody. Tribalism and religion will judge everyone. Kate Perry says, I need more people to be arrested because Nigeria is falling. Chama, should we stop following this government? Like, please, we should stop following the government like Mumu. Tinubu is governing the nation from outside the nation where his iPhones are money. Let Tinubu and his cohorts know that we know what they are doing. Every day for the thief, one day for the almighty. Favor, where are you writing me from? Chama, please ask Dayo why he keeps sending messages from 2023 till now. I still try to understand the idea behind these repeated messages yearly. Well, if the certain things they change, the message go to change. As things remain the same, that's why the message remain the same now. Make you no vex. Mr. Peter Noske, I'd like to get your concluding thoughts on what we have discussed this evening. We've discussed quite a number of issues, but yes, I'd like to get your concluding thoughts on all of them. We need to go.
Well, for me, it's the health minister issue and Buhari unfortunate statement. When people are saying that UK and American patients are coming to this country, for me, it's not true. Nobody in his right sense will live where things are working to where things are not working. There, they have the latest equipment and the steady power supply. So there's nobody in his right sense who will live there and come to Nigeria. So the health minister was deceiving himself, not Nigerians. Then on the issue of Buhari, I have said it on this program that Buhari never had a mental presence as the president for 8 years. Ask him to write his stewardship in office. He cannot because he didn't know what was happening when he was there as a president. Other people were running his government. They told him that things are going on well. He agreed. Understand me? He agreed that things are going on well. But we know that Buhari is a disaster as a president.
But he doesn't know.
He shouldn't know. Satan doesn't even know that he is evil. Satan doesn't know that he is evil. So for the issue of P2B and P2B, the so-called endorsement, for me, P2B would not take them serious because these are APC agents trying to divide those in the opposition. But I know that Labour Party shouldn't be for P2B in 2027. Let them make Agbata their presidential candidate.
You mean Apapa? Lamidi Apapa?
Apapa, sure. Let Apapa become their presidential candidate in 2027 and not P2B. Because the party is dead already.
And you don't support him remaining there?
He shouldn't. He should not.
Thank you so much. 5 minutes before 6 p.m. we have to go. The recap will make a return same time, same station next week. My name is Chama Innocent. Mr. Peter Onoski, it was a pleasure doing this with you every Saturday.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We will be back next Tuesday. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Do stay tuned. The World News at 6 comes up shortly. Thank you so much for riding with us. Remember to do the best that you can to make Nigeria better in your own little corner of the world. It's not enough to just complain about the status quo. You should be doing something to ensure that it doesn't remain the same. My name is Chama Innocent. Until next week, Saturday. Until next week, actually, because I'll be here before Saturday. Do have an amazing
radio station, VOD 90.3, bringing you the best mix of the best music.
Please note, the views